Commander Risa Haven stared at the icy spheres littering the comet's surface. They were translucent, gelatinous, and perfectly smooth, no cracks, no markings, as if nature had polished them deliberately. Her gloves brushed one, and a shiver ran up her spine. The orb pulsed faintly, like a heartbeat. "Are you sure we should be touching these?" Lieutenant Merrick's voice trembled through the comlink. His suit's visor reflected a dozen identical spheres, stretching toward the horizon. "Data is inconclusive," Risa said, swallowing. "But if they're organic, they could tell us more about the void than anything humanity has ever seen." They hauled one back to the landing module, placing it carefully in a containment chamber. The orb quivered as if alive, and the faint pulsing intensified once isolated from the others. By nightfall, the first anomaly appeared. Crew member Chun complained of vivid dreams, disjointed and impossibly real. In them, he wandered through endless corridors of ice, the spheres multiplying until they crowded him, pressing against his skin, whispering in a language he almost understood. Morning brought panic. Chun awoke screaming, skin clammy and pale. Tests revealed minuscule, rapidly growing cysts beneath his epidermis, small, smooth, and translucent, eerily similar to the spheres outside. Risa ordered a quarantine, but curiosity gnawed at her. She pressed the first orb closer, examining it under the lab's magnification. Inside, she could see movement. Tiny, coiled shapes, almost embryonic, writhing with deliberate intent. They were alive. They were awake. Hours passed. Chun's cysts split, releasing wriggling larvae that tried to burrow deeper. Medics struggled to keep him alive. The containment chamber shook violently, and the orb inside fractured, not cracking but opening, revealing a clutch of miniature replicas. Each was an egg, translucent, pulsating with an inner light, each containing the seed of something unknowable. Risa's comlink hissed with static. Across the comet, the other spheres had begun to pulse in unison, like a signal. The module's sensors couldn't explain the resonance. It was biological, rhythmic, and terrifyingly intelligent. "Sir, they're responding to us," Merrick stammered, staring at his monitor. "Every pulse we make, every signal from the module, they mirror it." Risa's voice was steady, though fear curled in her chest. "We've awakened them." The first crew fatalities were subtle. Small, almost imperceptible movements beneath the skin. A subtle loss of coordination, moments of blank stares. By the third day, the module was a war zone. Internal infections spreading faster than anyone could intervene. The larvae were assimilating their hosts, mutating at a pace that defied comprehension. Chun's body was barely recognizable, a grotesque hybrid of human tissue and alien embryo. Yet in his eyes, a flicker of awareness remained. Risa considered escape, but the shuttle's hull had been compromised during a containment breach. The eggs outside, hundreds of meters across the icy plains, pulsed in eerie harmony. It wasn't just Chun, not just the module, they were everywhere, waiting, patient. In a desperate attempt, Risa accessed the ship's broadcast system. Her face appeared across the com channels, intended to warn the scattered stations orbiting the comet. "Do not approach the comet," she said, voice breaking. "Do not touch whatever you do not wake them." She returned to the lab. The last orb throbbed, larger than before, as if the others had fed it. Risa felt a pull in her chest, an almost magnetic draw toward the egg. Every instinct screamed to stop, but the curiosity she'd always prized in herself was irresistible. Her gloves made contact. The surface rippled. She could hear the pulsing in her skull, like a second heartbeat. And then the egg split. Risa screamed. Inside, a perfect miniature of herself stared back, eyes wide, frozen in terror. It lunged. The containment chamber's alarms blared. The floor buckled. Through the viewport, Risa could see the comet's surface alive with motion. The hundreds of eggs writhing, spreading, merging. Each one a seed, each one aware, and all of them hungry for more than just space to exist. The final transmission from Risa's module was garbled. Only a whisper remained, carried across the void. Some discoveries should never wake. Silence followed. The comet drifted, carrying its secret eggs into the emptiness, waiting for the next touch.